Alrighty. Look what I'm filming, guys. Привет, comrades. Steve here. Now, I was thinking of what game I would play for you guys. I realized I kind of left you off here. We kind of did the intro, and that's about all we did with this game. Now, my friend was playing, so that's who Derek is. But I want to get back to where we left off. The cookout looks like where we left off. February 15th at 2:10 a.m. Sounds about right? I don't remember the voices I did for everyone or anything else. So we'll kind of figure out this goes as it goes. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Because my camera's on, but I'm doing screen recording, not video camera. So if you can see me, hopefully I don't look stupid. Drinking too much water can cause water intoxication. Yes, it can. I drink water and I get really sick. I puke usually. I can't drink much water. I guess as you get used to it, your body can do it more often. I used to not be able to even have a full glass of water. I get really sick from that, so. Though you guys also, if you did see my video yesterday, food and stuff is pretty difficult for me, so, yeah. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. Fine. I love how we have a similar voice just because that's how I talk. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves in one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. I know this is like a joke on IKEA, but I've never been to IKEA, or I've never seen IKEA furniture. I do have my old roommates and me were gonna go to IKEA. That was like our big plan once we moved into our place. And we were together there for months and months and months and months, and we never went to IKEA. So I've never been. I've never even seen the building. So I'm really curious. Maybe maybe I need to go to IKEA one day. I don't know. I get all my furniture at Walmart. It's cheap. Whatever. So, you excited for the cook today? So it's trying to make this like me, wasn't I? I don't even remember if I was going for a certain one or if I was just trying to make it like me. So if it's like me, that's a bad attitude. Don't you want to meet some of the people in our neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food, and nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We get that butterfly to emerge from that cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No. We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up at a cookout on time? I can't make my voice higher. I'm trying to do like the same accent because she's my kid. Boy, I can't make my voice much higher. Especially back and forth like that. Like do like a scale. Okay. You know what? We're going early just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. I walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I think I'm an amazing cook, but people tell me I'm bad. Honestly, I make really good desserts if you're interested, but my food always turns out amazing. It's just that I end up hurting myself dramatically in the process. Like, I'll make some amazing mac and cheese or something, but have like burn marks all over my hand. I'm rocking it. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs waves through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph! I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Now, I think I mentioned it back when I first played it, but again, it's been a while, so I had to think about it. But my top dad, when I first played it, was Robert, and my second was Joseph. And Those are like my two main dads whatsoever. I tried Matt. I kept failing his minigame. Could not get any good dates with him. Plus, I never understood his references because I feel I'm so dumb. I don't understand references from the 80s or 70s, whoever it's supposed to be. My bad. Official music. But I heard that Damien's story was really good because he's transgender, and he actually mothered his son, Lucien. Like, he was the one who gave birth to Lucien. I don't know how much of that's true and how much of that's just like Tumblr, but he struck me off as kind of bad at first because, you know, he was like causing a scene in a store, and I hate people like that. My retail experience, you know, I hate it like that. But at the same time, maybe there's a reason behind it. Maybe I'll give him a chance. I know when I first saw that, I was instantly like, I hate this dad. Never want to deal with this dad. This dad's annoying. I want him gone. But everyone's all calling him a cute little baby angel, and like, oh, he's so precious, so maybe I'll give him another chance. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. I forgot the accent I'm giving to this person, so I'm trying to do an American accent. Full of energy. Yippee! Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hey. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Give your dad's eyes, the whole like blue and pink eyes. I like that you blink though. Because... oh, they all do blink. I didn't notice Joseph blinking before. Okay. Then of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary! This is our new neighbor Elijah and his daughter Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine I need to tend to. I love her. Nah. The fandom is so torn on her. Half the fandom thinks she's an abusive bitch. The other half thinks that she's a victim of an abusive husband. From what I played of Joseph's story, it's a bit of both, because he is definitely gay, and he dated her as kind of like a cover. He's expected to be the perfect white picket family. So he marries a girl, and she knows he's gay, but they still have kids and stuff, you know. And she treats him like shite, and constantly is like insulting him for being gay. But, you know, he puts up with it because he needs the cover. He needs to see the perfect family. So from what I played of his story, she seems very, very abusive. But at the same time, he is flirting with someone else while he's married. So he is a cheat. But if you're in a loveless relationship, loveless marriage, it's a borderline where, you know, how much of it is really... how much of it's really bad for you to go out and seek someone else. And also, she knew in the story, like, she knew he was dating me and didn't really kind of glare at me, but it was more of like a homophobic thing than an actual, like, homewrecker thing. So, I'm on the side that hates Mary. Plus, she's always getting out drunk and, like, having sex with everyone, flirting with everyone, you know. Like, if I went to the bar earlier on in this playthrough, she would have tried to hook up with you. She would have, you would have seen her hanging all over other guys, getting drunk nonstop, and just partying. And everyone's like, oh yeah, she's here every night. So, I'm still very much anti-Mary. Plus, she just looks like a bitch. Nice to meet you, Mary. No, it's not. Charmed. Well, I'll go over there now. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Yeah, we're on Tinder here. Tinder RIL. Here, let me introduce you around. Have you met Matt yet? He's the one I haven't met. This is, if you had actually gone out and met everyone, then you wouldn't have this situation. But I like that they added this, so like you actually know who the people are. Who? Hey Matt, come meet our new neighbors. I'm trying to keep the American accent, I can't do it. Okay. This is Elisha and Amanda. Amanda and I both give him a wave. Hey, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you too. He's insanely shy, so I'm trying to get like a really quiet voice for him, but you may not be able to hear me when I do that. Because I don't talk loud, and me whispering is like non-existent noise. Matt runs a coffee shop down the street. He bakes a mean carrot cake. Then why'd you only get me to try banana bread? No, in the original playthrough, he gives you banana bread to try, and could've got me some carrot cake, man. It's so good. Or mean. Does it call me insults? Does it call me a fag? Tell the truth. Matt grins sheepishly. He also knows everything about music. His record collection takes up a whole wall of this house. Because, like, records, man. Records are, like, totes. Cool. Man. Yeah, okay. That's me, the music guy. That's a bit of understatement. He also used to be in a, I'm just the music guy, always stoked to discuss music, tunes, and stuff. This is like a way better intro than the original one. Because the coffee shop one, I told you I'd done that one a lot. And he's really charming there and cute and stuff. But this one's like drop dead adorable, like I want to snuggle you, you're so precious and sweet little baby boy. Also, you look like you have a boner. But cute, sweet baby boy with a boner. So precious. Almost makes me want to try his story again, even though I failed so miserably. I'm thinking maybe I could focus on one person's story, finish it, and then go to the next one, and so on and so forth. But also, kind of want to get the full story with Amanda and stuff. And I feel like if I just did the 1, 2, 3, 3 dates in a row, it cuts off the story. Because, again, it's been a long time since I played it. But when I originally played it, I kind of dated every dad once. I dated every dad twice, and then I chose which one I wanted for the end. And from what I remember, there was way more to Amanda's story than what it is when I've seen people play just one dad. So, I don't know, I don't want to miss out on her story, you know. It's a rocky slope. Rocky slope. So maybe I'll go back to 14 Damien and someone else. I don't know. Maybe Matt, because Matt's adorable. That's so cool. I love music. He's a precious baby boy! I wasn't gonna choose him, but now he's adorable. Fucking god, mate. Okay. Matt's ears seem to perk up. Oh. Yeah? What kind of stuff do you listen to? Oh, shite. Since you have records, probably like dad junk. It's dad rock. You know, with the guitars and the drums and lyricism about growing older and seeing the world changing before your eyes, and you don't know how to deal with it. Buddy, I relate to that. Cool. Alright. Matt stands there for a second. He's so awkward, I love him! So... Right. Cool. Well, I'll be making the rounds. Feel free to stop by later. Is he as afraid of people as you are? He might be. Huh. That's a pretty hard role to fill. Pretty hard, tier to reach. Robert! It is yes, canon. I'm trying to do it because people don't understand the accent usually, but, Robert and Joseph were once together, and then Joseph broke it off because his dad almost started freaking out about him being gay. You know, they found out about him dating a guy, so he married Mary. Like, it was like an arranged marriage kind of thing. It's a really sad story between the two. Like, I still think they should be together. But I do understand Robert being pissed off because, you know, you love this dude, and then he goes and marries a chick. Yeah. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyeing up and down. Hey. I want to have sex with you, Robert, but I knew that I shouldn't. You're so cute. I love you. Okay. Hey, I'm Elijah. Nice to meet you. Takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Elijah and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you have any recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. I told you not to call me Rob. Right. Got it. I couldn't hear what you said, Aaron. I'm sorry. Because Aaron is the one who... Aaron from Game Grumps is the one who voices Joseph. And Dan from the same show is the one who voices Robert. So that's why they also had a connection between the two characters, because, you know, the two people are very, very close. And all of Amanda's just like dorky little grin, like, you're making friends, they're fighting, this is awesome. Let's let someone get killed. Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. We both enjoy yourselves. Mans and I mill around to try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about the weather. Go do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. Bad parenting, Amanda. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. I want a dad that's a plate of cookies. But someone would eat my dad. I would eat my dad. That sounds really sexual, and I'm not approving of this. Unless it's a daddy, that'd be a lot better. Okay. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party, and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. I just said I knew everybody else. Obviously, there's familiar faces. Doi. Hey, it's the coffee guy. Or I see the music guy. Obviously, he's still here. I was just talking to him like 2 minutes ago, mate. What a cool guy. And mysterious. I love how I'm like instantly like fanboying over him. Like, oh my gosh, you stay fucking awesome. Rob. I mean, don't call him that, though. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? So, I've only recently, and I mean recently as like 5 minutes ago, figure out that Brian is supposed to be autistic. And that's why he's always about challenging, and it's really about people skills, etc., etc. Because he doesn't understand, you know, social norms and things like that. But to me, he still seems like a dick. I mean, regardless if you understand social norms or not, you know not to always try to one-up someone. Like, you do that with your best friend. You don't do that with, like, a random stranger on the street. That's just weird. I mean, I'm autistic, and he seems like a dick to me, so... Maybe someone else... Again, I haven't played his story. I've only got the 2 dates in him, and I heard that you don't actually even learn he's autistic until date 3. Which, you know... You wish you learned it earlier. You can't help it, you know, if I knew it earlier, I might have actually chosen him or something, but... You know, because... Like, a bond, you know, like, that's why I was going to choose Damien, because, you know, the trans thing, so... I don't know, I don't like you. I don't like you very much at all. Isn't that the guy who's throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? I know, Damien, you're kind of a dick, but I'm trying to give you a second chance, because you're trans, and I want to see how they handle a trans situation in this type of game. Now, do you have a dick, or is that your prosthetic? I mean, because, you know, he could have already had, like, a surgery or something like that, but he could also have a packer, which, for those who don't know, trans stuff is basically a limp dildo. I mean, that's the easiest way to explain it. And it goes in your pants to make it look like you have a dick. Or so he'll use socks and pack it in, things like that. So, you know, it could be either of them. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. I'm like, I don't know who your name is, but aren't you this person? Aren't you this person? You something about this, something about this. Hey, Craig! But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Okay. I want to talk to Damien, but I was just talking to Joseph. He might be like, go away. But I know all the other stories. Okay. I'll talk to everyone just for the sake of the recording. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. I was going to do British. Two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. You try and take something like, say, Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Yeah, like anti-Hitler memes wouldn't it be funny if Trump wasn't president right now because you know they're relatable now. But like if we did it and anti-Hitler memes in like say Africa, they'd be like, what? Or if we did it with like Bush or something, people would be like, what? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Okay. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I feel like I should talk to Craig because he wants my attention clearly, but I don't like Craig. Everyone's like so into him. Everyone I've always seen play the game is all instantly like, let's take Craig. And I mean, he has the looks, definitely has the looks, but I don't like him that much. I don't really, I mean, I love the baby on your chest, but like, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. But you know, I do. It's like you're all like, bro, muscle milk, getting the protein shakes, woo, bro, I'm getting my swole on. I know, I can't handle that, man. Like, I'm starting to work out now, but even then, like, I go get like cake afterwards. I can't handle this like type of person. They kind of annoy me. And I don't even say kind of, they really annoy me. And I don't, they shouldn't, because, you know, the whole bro, like, that's how they just talk, you know, it's like their accent almost. But I just, weird pet peeve, I guess. So I'm going to listen in on Matt and Hugo. Kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoints. Mm-hmm. So, like, the picture of Trump drawn as Hitler, could it be really good with, you know, his skin tone and getting, wrinkles, things like that? And something else maybe, like, about a joke about Stalin or something, and they don't do as good on the wrinkles and stuff. So, like, that's what he's kind of getting at. Like, you know, we can't, you know, things that we, like, Stalin wouldn't be as important here as, say, Trump, and the picture quality and stuff, but there's still different brush strokes and all that. If you showed a Matisse, and then something like the Dutch masters, which would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I'm not lost! I just explained this to everyone here. I clearly know what I'm talking about, mate. I should have worried glance over to Craig and returns it. Well, sure. You could say the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. I don't know what he goes talking about. Art is dead. What's pretty subjective? What do you mean? Well, paintings of a guy with an apple in front of his face is pretty nice. But he sucks. Don't do like that. I took all these years of art classes. I took art histories. I did all stuff. Don't just be like, there's an apple, man. Toots. Rockin'. That's a Margaret. Margarita! Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I ask is if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Van Gogh, Picasso yourself? I don't know. I like the melting clocks because it's pretty. I don't even know if that's either of them. I love how I know my stuff. I took art history and I'm just like, melting clocks. Yes. Thing is, yes. Hugo throws his hand in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstract beauty of cubism? Cubism kinda sucks. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. Craig, stop trying to be included. I don't like you. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Hugo, stop. Stop. You stopped? Close your mouth. Thank you. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Elijah, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. I mean, this one guy beat me in the fucking head with a... No. I mean, everyone's been super friendly. I have no hatred for Brian whatsoever. Yes. Totes. Totes, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them to little flower ones. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. I love how he's all shy, but then he's like, this will embarrass me completely, but I'm gonna do it because, my daughter wanted to do it. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? Which is funny, because I watch people play it, and the flower crown doesn't appear on his head until a few more lines. But it actually appeared on his head for this line for me, so... it's special. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey, Elijah, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Oh, bye, Carmencita. I guess you're leaving. Bye? No? Yes? I'm shouting. My neighbors are gonna be like, what time is it, honestly? I don't know what time it is. They're gonna be yelling at me for being screaming. Ouch! It's only 1:30. I'm fine. People are still probably up. It's a Sunday night. They're probably still up. It's still technically the weekend. I got tomorrow off, bitches. No. I probably don't actually have tomorrow off. Because we have someone who's sick in the hospital. Or in the hospital. We don't know if she's sick or if she's visiting someone or whatever, but she called in today because she was in the hospital. And I got a text from my boss saying she is still in the hospital and the schedule will be kind of up in the air. So I think I'm going to plan to wake up in time to do her shift just in case I get called in. But right now I'm at the max hours allowed. So any more than this I get overtime pay, which I don't want. I mean, I would love the extra pay, but I don't know. I don't do anything on my days off anyway, but going into work, I just feel so drained and mentally, and I hate everything. I don't deal with people very well at all. I don't. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee spoon? She never went to the coffee spoon, but I guess Joseph did kind of introduce him, so I'll let it slide. And my old college friend, and your teacher. Yeah. Why is Hugo giving me that sexual look? It's kind of creepy. Hugo. My daughter is giving me this knowing look, and he's like looking at me like he's gonna like bed me. And then like Matt's looking out like I'm oblivious to everything, but I'm just gonna smile and look cute. And Daisy's like, "What's up?" Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. Didn't realize you were neighbors. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Why are you calling for me? Amanda, I'm not dating him. I know you think I am, but we're not doing the do. So when you say dad, he is not your daddy. That's just something I should know about. That'd be kind of worrisome. Amanda. Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of this conversation like a champ. She learned the finger gums move. Gums. Finger gums! Nom 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 nom. Finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Where did Craig go? I mean, I'm glad he's gone, but where did Craig go? He's gone? Bye, Craig. Sweet man, Jacob! Or Jason, I don't know what he said. Something with a J. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Bitch? No. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. No, Craig's back. Boo! Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. Wait, I'm not doing the right accent for you. I'm so sorry, Matt. You're adorable. I'm sorry. I ruined your accent, baby. Sorry. In the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Hugo walks over to us, practically dragging us behind him. Aw, Ernest, I ship you with Lucian. I think that's Damien's son's name. Whatever the case is, they're like BFFs, so I ship them. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Elijah, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. You got a little mustache growing, boy. You must... This is gonna, like, really date me. Really date me. A mustache means he's hitting puberty. I didn't have my first period until I was 17, which leads me to believe that that's about the time most people start puberty at 17. I've heard some people started as young as 11, which is crazy to me. But I didn't start until I was 17. But he looks way too tiny to be 17. And 15? That'd be pushing it. That'd be pushing it. Because he looks kind of younger than 15, but you know, he is going through puberty, so he has to be like at least 15. I don't know. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. Good God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Shit, he's young. 8th grade, that's, Jesus. That's 13. How do you have a mustache at 13? First of all. Second of all, why is the school not making you shave at all? We had a big rule against any men having facial hair at all, even like 5 o'clock stubble. You are a very strange little man. Having any sort of facial hair, having pimples, all that at 13? Maybe I held back a few years, because I can't picture a 13-year-old going through puberty. That's way too young. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Wait a minute there. If you're in 8th grade, if you're 13, you're not part of the millennials. I don't think. Yeah, you're not part of our group. So, shoot Generation Z, you are not included. It's not your generation that's blamed, it's mine. Say, back the fuck up, bitch. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. I like him. Even though he's like Benjamin Buttoning the world up here. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Why am I giving Craig a southern accent? I don't know. He looks... I don't know. I ran out of accents, guys. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? Bitch, I'm the coolest. Dude, Skylar's not here. What? I'm cool as a cucumber. Are cucumbers actually cool? I mean, don't you just like leave them on the counter when they not be cold then? These are important questions tonight. See, that right there, you can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. Why does he look so, like, sad? Like, Craig, dude. You're never gonna be the cool dad. Is this, like, honestly, like, the first time you're hearing this? Like, dude, grow up. I think we just have to accept the fact, as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to, unironically, wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're doomed. Your kids think you're doomed. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. There better been a funny joke over there, Amanda. Also, why do it look like Craig and Matt are holding hands? Like, linking their arms together. Like the buddy system. I know it's probably just out of space requirements, but... I know your secret relationship. I approve. I mean, I don't like Craig very much, but I guess you need someone outgoing to help when you're really shy, and vice versa, you know, teach someone to help you keep it down a little bit, you know, relax a bit. I ship it. Okay. Guess I'm not romancing either of you, because I think you guys are perfect together now, apparently, so... Wait, you were adorable. I'll babysit when you guys go on your dates. Okay? Yes, good. It's settled. Sorry, Hugo, you're a third wheel here. I'm a third wheel. Wouldn't that just make 4 wheels? Possibly. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be... It's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. You're not exactly a good role... You're not exactly a good example. I know you're trying to be like, I did everything perfectly and he doesn't like me. I I've yet to see much of your relationship with him, other than, you know, when I played before. But I don't think it's the I do everything perfectly thing. I think it's more of a he won't listen to what I'm saying, so I'm going to keep yelling. That's what it looks like. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. And to make sure, well, I was just about to say make sure they're mentally safe and sound, but I guess that would be okay as well. Mentally okay, as opposed to physically okay and such. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Elisha. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Fucking finally, that was long. I don't want to talk to Robert and Brian, mostly because I don't like Brian, and Robert's story is hilarious, but I've heard it like 12 billion times. Because I always romance Robert, because he's my dream daddy. I'll talk to Joseph and Damien. I spotted Joseph chatting with the guy from Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. I mean, I'm still kind of mad that, you know, you're kind of a dick, Damien, but I'll put up with you. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? What accent do I give you? Anyone I've known who is goth usually has a really heavy southern accent. Maybe that's just because I'm in Texas. But, where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Betch. I love how these two moods are me. I'm always pastels and prettiness and rainbows one day. The next day, I have my hair spiked up. I have my thick black eyeliner, black nail polish, chokers, and being like, "Bitch, don't touch me." Ah, me. I wasn't sure where I was going with that, so I just said, "Thank you. I'm very proud of my boat." Elijah. I was just having a conversation with Damien about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. Why do you look like you're gonna, like, eat me? And not in, like, the mean way, but, like, the sexual way. He's like, I'm gonna do it. You both can give me that look. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. Yeah, you should be embarrassed. You were a dyke. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. My southern accent probably sounds very fake, which is ironic that since I live in the South. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. Yeah, bitch! It's okay, man. No, it's not. I fucking hate you. Do tell me about yourself. You knew the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Is she partaking the goth lifestyle? Bitch, I wish. Think for a second. Look over to Amanda. He was hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Oh, he looks so offended. He's like, she clearly isn't, you fucking pint. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would be more describe myself as a twee hipster with normcore leanings. Yeah, I just called a tomboy, but thanks. Bats are cool, though. That's my girl. I had a friend who had a pet bat, and it was the cutest thing ever. Aw, pity. I know pity. Goths are adorable. They're like little kittens I want to hug. I was a goth for years. I guess I kinda am now. Since if you think about it, I'm always in my work uniform, and it's all black. And when I'm not in my work uniform, I'm wearing my chokers and stuff usually, so... Guess I'm still kinda goth, but... I guess so. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone's so friendly and welcoming. Well, I've never lived in a cul-de-sac before. Honestly, I really haven't, but it sounds interesting. It sounds like parties and friends and happiness. It probably is nothing like that in the real world, but I don't know. I'm willing to listen to it. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Is that kind of goth? I've had so many people tell me I'm a fake goth because I haven't watched the movie. Well, I'm just young. It's an old movie. Grow up. I'm young. I'm a little baby. I'm only 22. Calm down. I don't watch old movies very much, except for The Labyrinth. The Labyrinth is my favorite movie of all time. I love it to bits and pieces, but that's just because I love learning about editing and stuff. And especially since my one of my dads, the one who kind of raised me, he was an editor for like zombie movies and stuff. So I learned how to do special effect makeup, how to do all types of stuff like that. And so I loved watching The Labyrinth because I got to see how horrible special effects were back then. And it made me really appreciate, what my dad does and realize that my dad is fucking amazing, especially compared to that. So it made me like really proud of him, made me really close to him for a while. But I did learn a lot of really cool zombie and scar makeup and stuff. So I can make some really badass cosplays, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't watch the movie. This movie. That I would, my dear. I do believe have the pleasure of meeting Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finished his sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Betch, that's my daughter. Don't you flirt with my daughter. No, I know he's just being nice, because goths are like the sweetest little angels ever. Like I said, they're like little puppies and bunnies and stuff. They want to be hugged, they want to be cuddled, they want to be treated nicely. They got cute little collars and fluffs sometimes, like little like flary shirts. And they're like really shy and they're just adorable. They're like the sweetest people you'll ever meet ever. I know the stereotype is like mean goth, get out of my way, did anything else. I've actually never met a goth like that. Every goth I've met is like social close-in because they're just scared of everything. They're scared of people treating them differently. They're so shy. They just want a friend. Like, they're the sweetest people ever. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? It's because he used to be one. I love how I make trans jokes when I'm trans. I was like, wait, wouldn't that be kind of mean? Don't worry, you take it safely, Mr. Sexy Butt. Is your butt sexy? I can't really see. It looks kind of flat. Hello, Amanda. Her face is fucking terrified. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twins appear. Are they speaking in unison? A lot of twins do that in TV shows. They're not necessarily evil. Back away, Joseph. You have room. Back away. Hi. Won't you come play with us? We can murder people together. Wouldn't that be fun? Totes my goats. Oh, come play with us. Forever. What you need to do is like hug them really tight and they'll be so fucking scared. Because they don't expect someone to actually like react positively. They think they're gonna scare you away. They're doing it on purpose. So if you like hug on them and be super sweet to them, they're gonna be like, what the fuck do I do now? And they'll probably leave you alone because they're confused. Guys, enough of the creepy twin stick. We talked about this. Also, I have no idea why that's pronounced stick. People say that's how it's pronounced, but it sounds really strange. Because there's an H and stuff in it. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Bye! Kisses. Where do you think they got that from? You're a bitch. Mary pops in the conversation one in hand. I'm very judgmental this episode. I'm usually not this bad. I don't know. Probably got it from, like, TV. Because a lot of twins are creepy on TV. Mary takes a long sip of wine. Might as well just call it downing it. I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS The Shining. Who knows? VeggieTales, man. Yeah. Takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? Batch. You. I'm gonna go, dear. Sweetie. Sweetums. Darling, where the fuck's the baby? He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. My fourth. They've squeezed 4 little sweetheart. Would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. Also, please stop talking about your vagina in front of all these gay people. They don't appreciate it. Bye-bye. I don't know, Amanda seems kind of... Okay, there's actually so much Tumblr going around with putting her in front of the lipstick lesbian flag, which is very feminine lesbians. And it's like... But she had a crush on a guy, which we haven't got to yet in the story. But it's like... She had a crush on a guy. Granted, she could be bi, or she realizes later that she is a lesbian. But, it kind of seems like Shay's not a lesbian. Which I love my daughter anyway. You can be straight and I would still love you, darling. You'd be a little weird, I'd love you. I'm kidding around. Straight people are not too weird. They're normal-ish. I don't know. They can make babies. That's kind of cool. I don't know a lot of straight people. I know, like, one straight person. I mean, I know one straight person well. Everyone else I know is kind of... Like, I'm sure I ran into a lot of straight people. Like, I'm sure my boss is probably straight or something like that. But I only know one, like, as a friend. And it's not that I avoid straight people, it's that I don't run into them very often. I mean, straight people don't typically talk to me. I get a lot of the flaming gay people because they see I'm flaming gay and they're like, twinsies. I don't know. I'm sure he's fine. Mary, I don't like you. You're scaring my friends. Talk about if you're a JJ. Okay. Okay, jeez. You're an alcoholic, Mary. He's not wanting you to lose a baby. Granted, he could go find the baby himself. But, I mean, you are the one who was playing with the baby like 2 minutes ago. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. How many of those have you had? You finished it that quickly. I feel like you've had multiple. Hello. That was bad. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I know I'm here for the dads, but hello to you, Lucien. I know I talked about him earlier in the earlier episodes because having all those piercings in high school is not only against dress code, it's against the law. So, cute though. He's that person I would fall for, at least in looks. I go for, you know, goths, punks, and somehow I end up with a lot of very preppy guys. They're so adorable. Like, I've dated a couple guys who, like, paint their nails and, you know, cross-dress and stuff. That's really cute. So I'm usually, like, super manly or super feminine. I don't really have a middle guy. Yeah. Dad, can we go now? Oh, I have to do the southern accent because he's Damien's son. Dad, can we go now? Oh, Lucien, have I introduced you to Elijah yet? Hey, it's that punk from men's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Oh, look at that smirk. Mwah. I'm supposed to be romancing your dad. I'm sorry, but you're so cute. Lucian bows. Where? Sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger? Sir. Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people... No. I keep wanting to make him like a British accent or something. But... I guess because he's talking about Victorian era and stuff. But like, every goth I met was southern, so I'm trying to keep with that mentality. No! I backspaced it. I clicked on my accident. Saying about Victorian era had vegetarian things. Yes. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill with just a hint of a tattoo peeks from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. Like the bottom of an anchor. He's supposed to have matching tattoos with Robert, but you never hear about that one. Robert mentions it. But this one also, he has a anchor tattoo. So perhaps he just has 2 tattoos. Or he got the other one removed, which is possible. Whoa, that tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulled back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in block ink. I can see it on your arm. You didn't really have to pull it back. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. Just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. I mean, he is a kind of youth pastor, yeah. Man, Joseph's a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just went Irish all of a sudden. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. Wonder what he did before preaching. Fine. I glanced across the yard and noticed Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Why are these burgers taking so long, mate? Sorry. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian right now. But I guess I could live with learning more about Robert. Because he is sexy as fuck. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shite. I flashed a smile and walked over to them. Hey, guys. Elijah, how the heck are you? Settling in the neighborhood, alright? I love how to switch between, like, Southern, British, and my natural accent, and then American. Those like the only 4 accents I know, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order, at least. It's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50 in there. Game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Oh boy, Brian. Elijah, you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Like, a few minutes ago. We didn't really get much into it. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. You act like it's been like a long time ago, but, you know. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. It's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Like her old man. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change when you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, Old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They built him tougher out there. Anyway, things got south pretty quickly. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle. The rubber snaps. You could see the bone popping through the skin. Johnny Boy screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul. And here I am, my dear friend, bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound. But now I got a fireman carry a 6 foot, 180-pound man. Some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost something out there. Guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went air tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape button. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive the Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. She looks like she's like, bitch, I'd enjoy eating you, you little fatty. That's cold-blooded. I like it. I like that. Although, I'm not sure the materials required to cook you. That reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Don't talk to the kids about eating people. Well, they already talk about themselves, technically. But you're gonna give them ideas. I was gonna scare them, but I don't think they'd get scared by that. At least my Amanda wouldn't. My precious baby Angel. Wait a second, you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially the episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates for breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television. I was doing the American accent on my own character. I am shame. I've covered my face in a blanket of shame. But now I can't see. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal, lots of protein. Want to keep us from starving out here in the harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. But not natural fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy hasn't really gotten along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps herself. Her teacher says she spends every recess in the library. I think the kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. Much. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. How old is Daisy? 11? Jeez, I should worry about Skylar. Kids, right? Gotta love them. Required to by law. Yeah, Mom. You're required to by law. Bitch. Gotta love me. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well. The thought of continuously hanging out, hearing all of Brian's accomplishments, is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some other fellas. And I've met everyone, so onward to talking to Jason, my perfect honk. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he lifts his spatula in air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster than I, effortlessly tossing cheese into patties, perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice of Quaid and Joseph to admire his masterful technique. I don't like burgers. So I'm like, I guess we're supposed to be made hungry of onions and saddles. I usually hate onions. Anytime I get food anywhere, I say no onions. And I don't like burgers, so... Yeah. You probably don't know this, Elijah. Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Lester, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake, except for leaving me. He's the fucking dick. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please, stop. All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Minded groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. And veggie burgers, apparently, because, you know, that's what the goth people wanted. Hey. Man, it's so wild all the stars live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. Happy to have you here. No, it wasn't. Happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to go into babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. But she's only gonna be here about another semester, but of course, of course. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it. So if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned bag. An old-fashioned bag. An old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes very smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our children play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. They wanted her soul. Yeah, we kind of figured. Amanda and I walk back to their place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? The first one would be a no because I don't like burgers. My fucking god. My phone is going off like crazy, and every single time I enter my password, it says wrong. I hate that my phone locks. Okay, I guess. You and Daisy seem like you're having a way better time than I was. Because we were. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I figure out how the social media works. I say, while filming this for social media, that's how awesome I am. Batch. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Saving! Really curious about how long it's been recording for. Please excuse this.
Hey guys, check out TF His videos are the bomb. Like, share, and comment. Please subscribe if you got a moment.